So you want to know where to backfill, right? Where to blue up, where to even out your gear, when you're lacking in some areas. Let's say all your guns are maxed out as much as they can be from your previous character or close to it, and you just need armor, right? This applies only to the power cap, by the way, which is 1500 to 1550. After your 1550, this does not apply, just FYI up. But 50 levels worth of bluing up when you need it forever, good enough, right? So you're thinking, oh, this is a new strat, right? This is part of the new content? No, you're going to the moon. You're going back 2 years. We are at Circle of Bones. Circle of Bones is somewhere in Uganda over here. Easiest pathway to get here would be go to the Hellmouth. Sorry, not Hellmouth. Saris Harbor, then turn around from spawn and head into the Hellmouth. And then you take a sharp right and go inside the Temple of Works, blah, 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 blah. Keep going straight, and you will arrive in this area. If it helps, this area is next to Fogoth, if you're familiar with D1 or something. And there you go. Once you get here, you have a couple of options. And most people are just going to tell you go to the Minotaur in Fogoth's little kink dungeon, which is to the left of here. And that's fine. But sometimes the Minotaur is not there, and after you have fought the Minotaur and the chest despawns, after your like 4th, 5th pickup or whatever, basically he's going to be on a cooldown. So instead of just leaving the moon and coming back and hoping he's there and wasting like 5 minutes, what you could do is go visit Gertha and Bertha over there on the right side. So first I'm going to show people the Minotaur side, just so we're clear. Also, it helps if you have an Eager's Edge sword, just because you can get around a little bit faster. If you're on Hunter, obviously you have Shatter Skate. If you're on Titan and Warlock, you just zoom normally, although Warlocks obviously have Dawnblade. So this is where you get the Fogoth. You're going to go in here. There's a load zone right here, by the way. That matters. I'll explain in a second. So you're just going to go in here. The room will be completely empty except for the very end, in which the Minotaur will be right back here. So there's the jabroni. Let's just kite him over here. So it's worth noting that you should kite him over, and I'll explain why. So he's going to follow you up until, or right about here. I wouldn't go over there because for some reason his AI just gets really stupid and he starts backing up if you sit here. At least most of the time. So he's kind of slow right now, but alright, there we go. So right here is about where I push him. After that, the AI just starts getting weird. So what you do is you loot chest, and then you immediately backpedal to the load zone that I was talking about. So you go over here, hit the load zone, go right back, activate Eager's Edge, go back in, and here you are. The reason you want to kite him over here is so you can get to the chest as fast as possible and loot it as many times as you want under whatever the time limit is, like 60 seconds probably. So you turn around, go back in again, and there you go. Usually I loot this about 5 times before it despawns, something like that. Luckily, I've already finished this process, and I don't have to keep doing it, thankfully. But that's the general idea for this one. So once the chest despawns, though, the Minotaur is not going to be there, at least not for a little while. There's either a cooldown, or he'll respawn later, or something like that. So I'm just going to leave the area now. That's the strat for the Minotaur going left. Now you're going to go across. And you're going to go across the area, over here. So maybe you can see from here, maybe not. But there's a champion that spawns across the way from here. Let's just go over there now. Now again, this guy could not be here. He could be here. Looks like he's not currently. He's probably out on a lunch break. So what you would normally do is, if he is here, just kill all the acolytes, get through to him. You don't have to kill the acolytes, by the way, but it helps. So he would normally be somewhere around here. And then you would kill him, loot the chest, and then immediately backpedal again, except this time you would go over here. This is where Gertha's brother Bertha is, so you go down here. And then in the catacombs, you're going to hit the load zone, and you're going to go to the right. Same thing here, the champ could be here, he could not be. You might have a bad instance, maybe you have a good instance. So for me, it looks like he's not here, unfortunately. But this is where he would spawn, right here in this area, the staircase. If I have footage of actually me killing him here, I'll put it on the screen. Otherwise, once you've killed either the top one or the bottom one, or you did both of them back to back, as soon as you kill one, you head in the other's direction immediately until one or both of them stop spawning. And that's essentially it. It's just free on-level gear all the time. Worth noting that it's not always going to be on-level. It could be either +0, -1, -2. So don't expect to just get +0s out the wazoo every single time. But it's basically free. You're just running around killing one champion, just being a bully. And that's it. That's how you blew up. Other than that, just do your powerfuls. Once you finish all your powerfuls, do your pinnacles. If you're going to mid-max, use like a spreadsheet calculator, whatever you want to do, so you can maximize your bluing up. And that's it. If you want something a little more, I don't know, relaxed, but not as mind-numbing, you could do, let's say, dares. You could do the bounties for boxes, while also getting blues in the activity itself, and then the boxes could drop you a +0 as well. And finally, if you just want to do endgame stuff instead of doing this mundane, boring nonsense, you could just go into the dungeon, don't do the pinnacle, do the first encounter or the second encounter or both, and then just keep farming those encounters for on-level drops until you get whatever you want. And that's it. That's the whole process. Super boring, but there you go. Enjoy.